Good morning, everyone. Om Dhanvantaraya Namaha. Today we are celebrating World Liver Day. Today is a day dedicated for one of the most vital organ of our body, the liver. I, Dr. Ashwini P. Deshpande, Associate Professor, Department of Roganidana, welcome you all for the today's webinar Yakruta Amrutam. Today's chief guest is Dr. Shruti S. Shet, Madam, Department of Swasthvritta. Madam is the alumni of Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Mysore, with post-graduation in Department of the Swasthvritta from the Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Bengaluru. Madam has a number of publications in international as well as national in Ayurveda. Over to you, Madam.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Dhanvantare Namaha. My pranams to all. I'm Dr. Shruti S. Shri, Assistant Professor in the Department of Swasthvritta and Yoga at Shri Shivayogeeshwara Rural Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Inchil. रागादिरोगान् सततान्धुशक्तान् अशेषकाय प्रसृतान् शेषान् औत्सुक्य मोहारतिदान् जघाना यो पूर्व वैद्याय नमोस्तु तस्मै. My pranams to Apurva Vaidya, Lord Dhanvantari, and all our Vaidyas who were our inspiration for all the stalwarts in the field of Ayurveda. We have so much to learn from them. Yes. And before starting today's talk, I would wholeheartedly thank the Department of Roganidana, Indian Institute of Ayurveda Research and Hospital, Rajkot. Thank you so much for such a wonderful opportunity. So, as you all know, so we are celebrating World Liver Day today. So, as a part of that, I am here to speak on the topic, the role of diet in liver health and Ayurvedic perspective. Yes. So nowadays, than medicine, diet is gaining its momentum. Yeah, well said. And it has been already said in our Vaidika Jivana, Pathya Sati Gadarthasya Kimaushadam Nishevanaihi, Pathya Sati Gadarthasya Kimaushadam Nishevanaihi. So there is no point in giving only medicine without following any pathya. That is of no use. But if you follow proper pathya without any medicine, that will help you to cure the disease. So for health promotion as well as disease prevention, it is very important to follow a proper diet as well as lifestyle. So diet never comes alone. Diet always comes with its twin sister or twin brother, that is exercise. So diet and exercise both should go hand in hand. Nowadays, most of us are doing sedentary work itself. Yeah, it can be like most of us are right now, those who all are listening to my talk right now are student as well as faculty members of the institute. Yes. So our lifestyle is sedentary. We don't indulge much in physical activities. And the patients who come to us, majorly those who work in offices, engineers, etc. So because of the sedentary lifestyle, the lifestyle disorders are increasing day by day. So in that, this liver plays a very major role. So in many conditions, there will not be any predominant changes in liver enzymes or the liver cells, etc. But there will be involvement of liver in so many lifestyle disorders as well as conditions. So we have to take care of a whole body, and specifically today, since the topic is liver, we have to take care of our liver also. So basically, I'll be dealing with few like anatomy and physiological aspect of liver, since we have to brush up, and later I'll be directly moving to the today's hero, that is diet. Yes, and we don't have much reference about this liver health or yakrit in the concept of Ayurveda actually. So I have taken consideration the contemporary textbooks and certain researchers also. Yes, right. So a very happy World Liver Day to one and all present over here actually. So on April 19th, we observe World Liver Day. Yes. So since European Association for Liver Study came into existence in 2010 April, 19. So to mark that day, so in that remembrance, we are observing April 19th as World Liver Day. And what is the theme for this year? Yes, what is the theme for this year? The theme for this year is food is medicine. Yes, a favorite topic. My not ours, especially my favorite topic, food. Yes, so food is medicine is the theme for this year's World Liver Day. So we'll try to keep our liver healthy, of course, and we'll keep our patients, our neighbors, our family members' liver also healthy with the help of food. Yes. So let me move on to the topic. You all know this. So liver is the second largest organ in the human body. Of course, skin is the first one and liver is the second one. Heaviest internal organ, the largest gland in human body, major metabolic organ and an important accessory digestive organ. So liver does so many anabolic function also, catabolic function also, it does secretion also, it does excretion also, isn't it? So that's why liver function in our body, liver is very vital and liver is very important. So like liver, a single organ, liver itself does more than 500 functions in our body. Yes, more than 500 functions. Yeah, like we might eat, drink, do work, and sleep, but our liver doesn't sleep. So when we are eating more, there is more burden on our liver cells actually. We are giving more burden to our liver. So that's why it is very important to have a strict diet and a balanced diet. So when your diet is balanced, when your diet is strict and you are giving food at the right time, you are not eating whenever you feel like you have a time for breakfast, you have time for your lunch, you have time for your dinner. So there will be no much burden on liver. So eating a balanced diet at a right time itself is sufficient to maintain a good liver health basically. Yes, like since the context is liver, I have just added this image. All of you know this, you have already studied. You can see the anatomy of liver here, left lobe, right lobe of the liver and the circulations as well as the associated organs like gallbladder, spleen, stomach and pancreas, etc. So you can just have a look on this image. Yes. Moving on further, so the shloka goes like this. Adho dachinatashchapi hridayat yakritah sthitihi tat ranjakapittasya sthanam shonitajampatam. So I have taken this from Sushruta. It's available in Bhava Prakasha also. So liver is situated to the right side of the heart in its lower area. So it's nothing but our right hypochondric area. So liver is the seat of Ranjaka Pitta, a substance that causes red color to the blood. Embryologically, liver is derived from the blood tissue. Of course, yes, it is from the Matraja Bhava, isn't it? So Yakrit is a Matraja Bhava. So we don't have exclusive reference for Yakrit itself. So in the context of Hridaya, so they have explained that below and towards the right. So in our hypochondric area, so liver is situated. And they say that Ranjaka Pitta Sthana is Yakrit, but according to Vagbhata, Amashaya is said to be the Sthana of Ranjaka Pitta. So don't confuse yourself. And what is Yakrit? Yeah, I have not added that in slide, but still, like, how is the word Yakrit is derivative? Yam Sayamam Karoti. So that means that Yam Sayamam Karoti, which maintains. Kr is Kr Tukcha. So that means which does. So we can consider it as the organ which does or which maintains so many function can be considered as Yakrit. So what are the function of liver? Yeah, there are, I said already, a number of functions. Metabolic function, it metabolizes carbohydrate, protein, fat, all the macronutrients. Is it only about macronutrient? No, it also digest or metabolizes all the micronutrients. So that means it is responsible for the digestion and metabolism. Basically, not digestion, in the metabolism of minerals as well as vitamins. Yes. Then storage. We all know that. So glucose storage in the form of glycogen occurs in hepatic cells only, that's liver itself. And apart from that, amino acids, iron, folic acid, then vitamin A, B12, D, even those are stored in liver. Yes. And liver does synthetic function. That means liver is responsible for synthesis of so many substances in our body. Yes. So liver synthesizes glucose by glycogenesis. We know that. Then it synthesizes the plasma protein and other proteins also. It is not responsible for the production of immunoglobulins, other proteins, and it is responsible for the synthesizing of clotting factors, then other hormone binding proteins, etc. And it also synthesizes steroids, stomatogens, and heparins also are synthesized by the liver. Okay. Then it does secretion of bile. Yes, liver secrete bile, which contain bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, fatty acids, etc. Then it is responsible for the excretory function. So liver excretes cholesterol, bile pigments, heavy metals like lead, arsenic, bismuth, etc. Toxins, bacteria, virus, etc. are excreted from the liver itself. It is responsible for heat production. Since it's undergoing so many metabolic function, it will be releasing heat, then hemopoietic function as well as hemolytic function. Yes, production as well as destruction of RBCs will occur in this liver itself. Then inactivations of hormones as well as drug, isn't it? Yes, for the inactivation of so many hormones and drugs, liver is responsible. So it will catalyze the hormones such as growth hormone, then parathormone, cortisol, insulin, glucagon, etc. So inactivation takes place here in the liver, and it also does defensive and detoxification function also, the very important one. So nowadays patient come to us saying that I don't have any problem, doctor, but I just want to detoxify my body, I want to detoxify my liver, because they have a tag of fatty liver with them, isn't it? So when they come to know that they have fatty liver, then they think of detoxifying their liver, and they do come to us, isn't it? Okay, right. Then for the production, breakdown of fat, etc. Yes, production of certain proteins and blood plasma, liver is responsible. Production of cholesterol and special protein, so that help to carry fats through the body. Then conversion of excess glucose into glycogen for storage and balance the sugar level also. Then regulation of blood levels of amino acid, which form the building block of protein, processing of hemoglobin for use of its iron content, liver is responsible for that, conversion of poisonous ammonia into urine, then clearing the blood of drugs and other poisonous substances, regulating blood clotting, then resisting infections by making immune factors and removing bacteria from bloodstreams, clearance of bilirubin also from blood cells. Then if there is an accumulation of bilirubin, we know that the skin and eye will turn yellow. So in that condition. So these are the functions of liver. Yeah, so here comes the importance of liver actually. It is not a single function. It is not responsible for a single function. So if your liver stop working, there is no metabolism, there is no absorption, there is no excretion. So for you to stay healthy, it is very important to keep your liver also healthy. Yeah. So before proceeding into the diet concept, I'll just discuss in 2-3 slides about the liver disorders. That's all. So in modern science, liver disorders are categorized based on the cause as well as effect. So the liver disorders can be because of infection, because of injury, because of exposure to toxic compounds. है ना? So we say liver toxicity. It's a very common thing right now, and it can be because of genetic defects also. Then among the effects, what are the effects? Yeah, so there can be inflammatory changes, there can be fatty changes of liver, that there can be obstruction, there can be clotting, abnormalities and liver failure, and there can be cirrhosis, etc. Yes, liver disease is a broad term which explains variety of diseases. In simple terms, liver disease is any condition which causes inflammation of liver or damage. So basically, it can be hepatitis or damage to hepatic cells. So both are possible. So ultimately, the function of this master organ is decreased, and hence indirectly various GI related disturbances are related. So when your liver is not functioning properly, so there will be no proper metabolism, there will be no proper absorption. You will start looking pale. We say na, you look dull, you look pale, you have stopped glowing, etc. Your bowel habits will not be regular. You will not feel hungry at the right time. Your bowel habit will not be regular. There will be discoloration of your stool. There will be discoloration of the urine. You will feel more sleepy. You will feel tired. There will be a kind of laziness. All these are signs and symptoms that your liver is not functioning properly. Basically, it is not only about liver. So when your gut health or when your Agni is also not proper, you will be having all these signs and symptoms. Yes. Again, it's about function, not needed. So what does Ayurveda say? Basically, Yakrit and Pliha, these two terms come together. Yakrit Vriddhi as well as Pliha Vriddhi we study basically. So whatever Nidanas Apliha having, the same Nidana is applicable for Yakrit also. Okay. So Vidahyavishyandi Ratasya Jantoho Pradushtamathyarthamasrit Kapascha. So, what is the Nidana? Basically, Vidahi and Avishyandi Ahara Vihara. So, a person is indulged in Vidahi and Avishyandi Ahara Vihara. He will end up in Pliha as well as Yakrit disorders. So, because of this Vidahi and Avishyandi Ahara Vihara, Pradushta Mathyartha Asrikta Pascha. Obviously, there is Pitta. There will be Dushana of Asrit, that is Rakta Dhatu as well as Kapha. So these together will end up in disorders of Yakrit. So basically the causative factors behind Yakrit Vikaras are Madhyapana, Vegadharana. So Madhyapana is alcohol intake, even smoking. So we can't leave smoking also when smoking is responsible. Smoking से सिर्फ lungs damage नहीं होते हैं, even liver too. Okay, Vegadharana, so suppression of all the 13 to 14 natural urges. Then Ushna Tikshna Ahara, so intake of very spicy food, very penetrative food, जिसमें जहाँ ज़्यादा मसाला डाले हुए हैं, very spicy food जिसमें बहुत oily content है, so जो भी ऐसे हम खाते हो तो directly palate को hit करता है, that kind of foods. Okay. Then Guru Avishyandi Bhojana. Yes, Avishyandi Bhojana. There will be blockage of our srotas. Then Divaswapna again. Divaswapna itself is Avishyandi. Ratri Jagarana again, like obviously Vata Prakopa. Then Kshata, injury, etc. So all these are the reasons for liver disorders. Majorly in Ayurveda, we can classify Yakrit Vikaras into Mlana Yakrit as well as Yakrit Vriddhi. What is Mlana Yakrit? So there will be a decreased function of liver or improper functioning of liver. And when it is Yakrit Vriddhi, there will be enlargement. IIARH, hepatitis is considered as Yakrit Vriddhi. We'll see what are the symptoms of Mlana Yakrit as well as what are the symptoms of Yakrit Vriddhi. So Mlana Yakrit. So Shakrit Apravritti. So it is not always constipation. So Ayurveda terms we can't directly translate it into English. It is just for understanding. Shakrit Apravritti means like there is production, but there is no urge to pass. You are not, there is no, you're not passing your stools properly. Then Pittalpata, yes, so there is reduced biliary functions. Then Atitrishna, there is excessive thirst. You tend to drink more water. Avilamutrita says your filter is not working fine right now. What will happen? There will be turbidity in the urine. So Kardamna Deha Prabha. I said already, you will stop glowing, isn't it? Your luster, complexion will be reduced. Panduta, anemia, you will start looking pale. Then Admana, distension of abdomen. Agnimandya, of course, we know that self-explanatory. Chardi, Avasada, debility. Then Tiktodgara, there will be a kind of what you just had food, you feel that everything is coming up, isn't it? So Tiktodgara and Jihva Liptata. So don't mind when I say you. So since we are used to speak with patient and educate patients, so the word you comes. Okay, so basically the patients, all of us or else. Then what are the features of Vriddhi? Yakrit Vriddhi. So, astishula, pain in bones and joints. So, nowadays, many patients do come to us saying that I have a generalized body pain. I feel that all my bones as well as all my joints, body parts, etc., are paining a lot, isn't it? Yes. So, Dakshina Skandashula, basically pain in right shoulder. Saktishula, pain in flank region. Dakshina Bahu Jadya, so numbness in right shoulder. Kasa, Malavaivarnya, discoloration of stool. Yes, because our bile pigments, bile salts, etc., will not be filtered properly. There will be no proper destruction, etc. Because of that, there will be Malavaivarnya. Then Tiktasyata, so there will be a bitterness in the mouth. Then Arati, yeah, no interest to take food, no interest to do any food, etc. Then Lohita Mudrata, reddish discoloration of urine. Balahani, I said already, na, you don't feel like doing anything, you feel that you are very much tired. With bandha, constipation. Pitakshata, yellowish discoloration of the eyes. Then vama pashva, shayana saktata, so you can't lie down in the left sided position. Okay, nidra nasha, toda, bheda, daha, krishna. So all these are the symptoms of Yakrit Vriddhi. Okay, so that's about the things which are explained in Ayurveda. So, what is the burning issue right now? Of course, hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, all are the burning condition right now. But along with that, like most of the patients which you come across, most of your relatives, etc., will say that I just got my USG abdomen done and the report says that I have grade 1 fatty liver. What am I supposed to do here? What medication am I supposed to take? How can I reduce this? So, like, should I stop all the oily stuffs? So, these are the common questions which we face in our OPDs, isn't it? Yes. And vitamin D deficiency is also is very popular right now. Yeah. So, like, even though you go and stand, get expose yourself to the sunlight also, there is vitamin D deficiency. Why? So because your liver is not functioning properly. So when your liver is not functioning properly, even though you expose yourself for the sunlight, there will be no proper production of vitamin D in your body. So for the synthesis, for the production, liver holds a very major role. Okay. So now I'll be moving on to the dietetic aspect of uh, liver. Like what is healthy diet for liver? So to maintain proper liver health as well as to prevent certain liver disorders, etc., to treat certain disorders, what we are supposed to eat. Well, so you all can see two images or two set of food products in my screen. Yes. So one has broccoli, salmon, fatty fish, then red meat, avocado, eggs, etc. And the other side, atasi, palak, jambu, amalaki, nimbu, etc. Yes. So, which picture is drawing your attention? Yeah, so I just gave a few seconds for you to analyze and think. So majorly, so when patient come for when patient come for a diet consultation, so their imagination is a diet which contains all those fancy food items. Like they want makhana, they want broccoli, they want soups, they want certain seeds in their diet, and they want certain fancy soups, they want some protein rich diet, because they do listen to so many influences right now, isn't it? So we Ayurveda people are sitting in OPD and consulting people, consulting patients and giving medicines, etc. In the name of Ayurveda, n number of people are making their life, not making their life. They're taking it as a business. So they say that it's a herbal product. It is said in Ayurveda, this is good for liver. Yes, right. So I don't want to take the name of any brand right now, but a particular health brand, so that has its own milkshakes, tea powders, etc. And people used to take that for very long duration for the purpose of their health promotion, to get rid of so many joint condition, or to lose weight, etc. They used to drink that. They used to skip their regular breakfast and they used to consume that particular milkshake or herbal teas, whichever that company gave. Okay, so what in that, what was the end? What was the climax? Nothing but liver disorder. In certain people, liver failure. In certain people, just imbalance in liver enzyme, who were strong and who were lucky, and so many ended up in liver cirrhosis also. So that's why stop your patients from taking blindly any protein supplements, etc. We have protein in our food products itself. If you are planning your patient's meal in a balanced way, okay, so there is sufficient carbs, there is sufficient protein, there is sufficient fat as well as micronutrient in their traditional plates itself. There is no need to go for any external supplement. So when you are taking more medicines, when you are into more supplements, okay, so it can be mineral or it can be vitamin supplements from external source. If there is need, if there is really more deficiency, we can't do anything. You have to put your patients on supplements. But if that condition is manageable from diet, you please advise them the diet which are rich in that particular vitamins and minerals. When you are giving supplements to your patient, there is extra burden on the liver again, and there will be precision of the liver will be reduced again here. So don't blindly like what to say, stuff your patient's prescription with lots of supplements and lots of medicine. So when we write medicine for our patients also, we should be clever enough. The medicine which we use should be very minimal. It should not be a black box effect at the end. Okay, so the number of medicine in our prescription should also be very less, right? So why this picture? Because nowadays we don't like assess diet based on what we are eating. We assess based on calorie. You have this much weight. You are supposed to lose your weight, and you are supposed to eat this much calorie of food. So everything is measured in calories right now. Yes, and even we say that if you have fatty liver, you are supposed to reduce your calorie intake. We do say that, but we have to think over this. So just keep this image in your mind. I will be putting forward my views, my thought in front of you regarding the concept of diet in liver health. And at the end of this session, you can come to a conclusion. If you have any queries, you are free to put your queries through Gmail. right? So let me go further. My slides are not moving. Yes. So this is my favorite quote from K Park textbook. Okay. What people eat is not calories but food. And consideration of fats, flavors, and variations of appetite can make nonsense of the dietitian's theory. So, like, it's self-explanatory. So it is not only about calories, it is about what you are eating. So you can just blindly say that this particular food has low calorie, I'll eat that. Is that right? I want to take low calorie diet, so I'll be going for this food stuff. This has low calorie, but does it has any nutritive value? Is there is will that particular food satisfy your bodily demand? You have to think about that. You have particular health issue, so you want vata kasahara ahara. That particular food has rich calorie, but what if that particular food is increasing vata? There is no use of considering only the calories. So the Ayurveda people, of course, before planning diet, you have to think about the Prakriti, about the Agni, and about the Koshta of that particular person and the condition. So what food is suitable for that particular patient, what food is not. Next, you have a list of food items with you now, and which form you are supposed to give them, because samskara hold a very important role. Simple example is dadi. So isn't it? So when you are taking it as dadi, it is abhishyantakara and it will increase shota in your body. But when you are churning it, when you are adding sufficient amount of water to that and you are taking it as takra, it is shotahara again and it is laghu, and we say that takra is amrita samana, isn't it? So that's why we Ayurveda dietitian or we Ayurveda physician can't blindly prescribe a diet simply based on calories. We have to concentrate on the patient's Prakriti or Vikrita Prakriti, Agni, Koshta, and also his Satnya and Asatnya also. Okay? Yes. Right. Moving on further. And when I started speaking about liver disorder or function of liver, I said that there are more than 500 function of liver. So liver will be making so many anabolic as well as so many catabolic function. So because of that, so many free radicals will be released in our body. So that free radicals are itself are called as what to say, toxins. So that's why it is very important to detoxify our liver. Okay. So what are the don'ts? Okay. So no. For what things we are supposed to say no? So basically carbonated drink. So these carbonated drinks are not lesser harmful than that of alcoholic drink. So they are more dangerous, even the smoking also. Okay, so carbonated drinks are have high amount of sugar, high amount of glucose in them, so that is not good for your liver. So we come across so many patients and who are used to sedentary kind of lifestyle and who are in urban, who are following a urban life trend, etc. They frequently drink juices. Okay, we get so many packed juices in containers right now, isn't it? So that's not right. You eat fruit, that's fine. But in for liver health, eating of excess fruit is also not that advisable. But when these are fruit juices, they're overloaded with sugar. So that is not good for your liver health. Okay. So you are supposed to say no for high calorie food, no for glucose, no for fructose, and whatever nidanas we explained previously, you have to say no for all those things. So these are the contraindication. Yeah. So there is certain things, isn't it? So it's okay if you are not doing right thing, that is okay, but you are not supposed to do the wrong thing, isn't it? So that is there in Bhagavad Gita. So that's okay. You are supposed to do dana, dharma, etc. That's okay if you are not doing that. But if you are doing which should not be done, then it's gonna harm you. That's why, first of all, we should know that what you are not supposed to do. So that's why I have added this slide initially. And what you are supposed to add in your diet? The food which are rich in antioxidant, because basically oxidative stress is the reason behind reduced liver health. You have to overcome that. You have to excrete the free radical which are present in your body. So that's why it is very important to have food which is rich in antioxidant, so which is the best thing. So our beloved Rasayana Dravya, Amalaki, so that is the best antioxidant. A food which are rich in fiber. Okay, of course, for when you are advising diet for your patients who are suffering with any lifestyle disorders, majorly Santarpanotha Vyadi, you have to pack your patient's diet with fiber-rich foods. Okay, then probiotic. So fibers we can consider as prebiotic. Probiotics, yeah. So nowadays, even contemporary science people speak about gut health, gut microbes, isn't it? So good amount of bacteria are necessary. So that's why good amount of probiotics are also necessary. Then glutathione. So glutathione is something our body synthesizes this. Okay, it's a protein and our body synthesizes that. We have external source also like palak, etc. So it's a rich source of glutathione actually. But when like we are taking this glutathione from plant source, it gets digested. But like our body will not get glutathione. It digests in our body, but it will induce the production of glutathione further. So that's why like green leafy vegetables should be part and parcel of our diet. But what is the opinion in Ayurveda regarding shakas? So it can be like Vastuka, Palakya, etc. Vastuka, isn't it? Kupodika, all those shaka vargas are explained. And we say that those are Kaphavardaka, those are Chakshushya, and for so many diseases, these green leafy vegetables are the reason. But when in the rainy season, you are not supposed to take this green leafy vegetables because of there will be more chances of worm infestation in the rainy season, and because in Varsha Ritu there will be Amla Bhava in the Prakriti, so the same will be there in the crops also. So the crops which we get in rainy season will be predominantly having Amla Guna, so that is not right for our body. But in other season, it's okay to intake green leafy vegetables, but in a controlled manner. So you are supposed to take green leafy vegetables in combination with any shimbi dhanya. Okay. Then there should be proper hydration to the body, intake of vitamin C as well as good fat. Yeah, I said already. So so many patients with fatty liver come to you and they just ask that, doctor, should I stop my fat intake? No, it's not so. You are supposed to give them good amount of fat. So if your patients are non-vegetarian, you can advise them good amount of fatty fishes as well as egg yolk. Okay, they will help them to regain their liver health. So you can see here Atasi bija or flaxseed, palak, then methika, fish, egg, then nimbu, okay, then jambu phala and amalaki. Okay, apart from this, you have so many also. You can include beetroot in your diet to improve the health of liver. And like if you want to take opinion from the modern dietetics also, you can add all kinds of berries actually. Okay, so beetroot as well as berry, they will help in reduction of oxidative stress. In turn, they will help you to regain the liver health. Okay, so your patient should not wait for any changes in the liver cells. Basically, if liver enzymes are increased, that's a warning signals. Okay, so my liver pigments are normal, but only liver enzyme is in higher range. Is it a problem? Yes, it's a problem. It's a purva rupa. It's a warning signal. So yeah, you should act at that time itself. You should like get back to a proper balanced diet in the initial days when your liver enzymes are डिस्प्लेस्ड. ओके, जब लिवर एंजाइम में कुछ ऊपर नीचे हो गया है तभी यू हैव टू leave all the junks, leave all the faulty dietary habits, and you have to get back to a healthy diet. Amalaki, it has antioxidant effect also. It's rich in vitamin C also. Same with this blueberry also. Okay, and jamun fruit, etc. So, what you can advise to your patients, you can ask them to include palak. So, it can be in the form of soup, even that's fine. So, atasi, so it can be used as chutney, and you can even advise smoothies. So, if you want to give a fancy diet for your patient, okay. So, many people do come, but if I say that, like what you have as part of your tradition is the best one, you take palak palya or you take palak pali, they're like, eh, what? Why do I need expert dietitian suggestions to eat palak palya or palak curry? I want something fancy, isn't it? So क्या है, हमारा डॉक्टर्स का अस्तित्व भी बहुत important है. So to maintain your existence, to maintain your popularity, you have to give your patients some fancy combinations as well as fancy diet also. Okay, so then they feel that, oh yeah, so doctor has given me something very nice, very good, so very unique combination. It looks good, so I want to follow this, isn't it? So you can give certain smoothies. Okay, so they like, because flaxseed has certain like slimy consistencies there in flaxseed, so you can give combination of this palak and atasi in the form of smoothies also. So even nimbu can be used in that. You can give them certain fancy preparations also. Okay, so these are something which are explained classically. Okay, so these are some classical explanations from Shukadhanya Varga, Purana, Shali as well as Godhuma. It is advisable. Then from Shami Dhanya or Shimbi Dhanya Vargas, Mudga and Masura, Moong dal as well as Masoor dal. And from Shaka and Phalavarga, Patola, Kushmanda, Kadali Phala, Jivanti, Guduchi, Tanduliyaka, Lashuna, Shunti, Palandu, Amalaki, Dadima, Haritaki, Draksha, Ikshu, Tanduliyaka, and Pakwa Amra. Other food like that of Takra, Ghrita, Tishodaka, Saviraka, Navanita, and Nagakesara, Chandana, etc. should be included in the diet to promote the health of liver. Okay, so you can simply tell your patient that take mudga, take masura, etc. So basically, how you are supposed to plan a diet for your patient. So I'll be explaining that in my further slides. Okay. So basically, to maintain a healthy diet or maintain a healthy liver, so your food should be rich in fiber. Okay, so the food whichever you advise should be rich in fiber, and it should have good amount of carbohydrate, majorly complex carbohydrate rather than that of simple carbohydrate, and good amount of protein in the form of mudga as well as masura. I said that you are supposed to give good amount of fat. Okay, so the good fat will come from takra as well as navanita according to our classical diet. So basically, you can give snake guard, you can give ash guard, you can give ivy guard. Okay, that means like lauki or then saintly, etc. can be given. So those vegetables are too good to maintain a good liver health, and you can advise them to add up lashuna as well as shunti in their daily diet. Palando, of course, they are part and parcel of the diet, Palando, Lashuna, and Shunti. Then Amalaki, Dadima, Haritaki, Draksha, Ikshu, etc. Ikshu Rasa also makes wonders in cases of liver disorders. So it is necessary to take good amount of Ikshu Rasa, but not in the form of Buddha much, as a fresh juice of Ikshu Rasa itself. Yeah. So next the component is balanced diet. So what is balanced diet? So like patient do come to us, you say them that you are supposed to follow a balanced diet. In terms of modern, a balanced diet is something so which has good quality and good quantity of carbs, protein, fat, okay, and micronutrients like vitamin as well as minerals. And that particular amount, if you are fasting for one meal or something, so there should not be any harm to your body. So if you are taking balanced diet continuously, if you skip a meal also, your body will have proper storage of all these micro as well as macro nutrient. So that is called as balanced diet. So we that say that around 60% of carbs, around 10 to 15% of protein, and 20% of fat. So this is said to be proper balanced diet. But should we only focus on the amount of protein, fat, and carbs? No, it is not so. So we Ayurveda dietitians or we Ayurveda physicians can't blindly calculate or plan a diet chart based on the concept. I want to put a small theory in front of you that is nothing but Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravya. So in Charaka, Shishtikan Shalimudgan, Saindavamala Yavan, Antariksham Payasarpik Jangalam Madhuchabhya say. We say that, isn't it? Yeah. So उसमें you see carbohydrate rich food नहीं है उसमें, protein नहीं है, there is fruit नहीं है. Okay, we have all balanced diet in our Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravya also. So we can go for the reference from Ashtanga Sangraha. Okay, we can take the opinion of Vagbhata. So he include Mridvika, he include Patola, Vastuka, Mulaka, Dadima. So many vegetables as well as so many fruits were also added into the balanced diet. Okay, so whatever has been explained in the context of Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravya itself is a balanced diet. Okay, so there is Shashtikashali, there is Godhuma, yeah, you get carbs, there is cereals, okay, and protein, even though like Shimbi Danyas are rich in carbohydrate, but compared to all other Ahara Dravyas, they are rich in protein. So it is not that so you are eating dal, so it is rich in protein, it is low in carbs, not so. Okay, so than protein, it is rich in carbohydrate, but when you compare that with other condiments, dals will be rich in protein. Okay, yes. So that's why we have to think over this. So not blindly calculate based on the amount of carbs, protein, and fat. No, that is not sufficient. So you have to consider the dosha as well as dosha also, as well as agni also. We say in your plate, major portion should be fibrous vegetable, then dal, then carbs should be very minimal, but yeah, to certain extent this can be done, but it is not that we are supposed to blindly follow that, because we have so many concept of diseases. We have dash diet, we have Nordic diet, we have Mediterranean diet, etc. All those are for their country. For Germans it is not diet, for the vegetarian countries it is Mediterranean diets. We Indians should not follow all those diet. So I'm a South Indian, okay, so I have my thali, so it can be either jawar roti or ragi ball or rice. Okay, and I'll have a good amount of leafy vegetables or any vegetable palya, and I'll have a curry made out of pulses, or it can be sambar, so made out of dal. Okay, along with that, I will have a cup of buttermilk, etc. Of course, my plate itself is balanced. I'll be taking a teaspoon of ghee. Okay, so that is visible fat. So there might be invisible fat in the form of I'll be using coconut in my food. Okay, and there is invisible fat in the cereals as well as pulses we use also. Okay, so all those are required. Okay, so for a Gujarati, the traditional Gujarati thali is a balanced diet. For a South Indian like me, traditional South Indian meal itself is a balanced diet. There is no need to follow all the concept of contemporary dietetics also. We Indians should, there is no need to follow a Mediterranean diet. There is no need to follow a Nordic diet. That's for their country. Okay. Because Desha is different. The type of food they consume is different. Their Deha Prakriti is also different. We have the concept of Desha, isn't it? So according to that, we have to have a balanced diet. Okay? Right. So I already spoke about this, the concept of Nitya Sevaniya Ahara as well as Ashtavida Ahara Vishesha Ayatana. All these two are very important because, so when it is about liver health, okay, when it is about Ahara for liver, of course, it should be a balanced diet. So, your all the drugs or all the Ahara dravyas which are said in Nitya Sevaniya Ahara from Charaka as well as Vagbata are a green signal for liver disease. So you can use all Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravya to enhance your liver health. But please note that don't ever overburden your liver. You should have in proper matra. Yeah, there is satya. Nati triptata. Acharya has said already. Okay, so you should not go beyond that limit. You are supposed to take food to the limit. So when you are overeating, okay, when you are overeating, there is burden on your body. So when you are eating more of non-veg food, when you are eating more of oily food, when you are taking more amount of food, so there is burden for your digestive system as well as metabolic system. So your liver will start working more hard. So that's why you will look aged very soon. Okay, so that's why to maintain your liver health and to maintain your general health, eat in proper quantity. Matra shi syat, ahara matra punaragdi balapekshini. You are supposed to eat food in proper amount. That is very important. Okay, so how to plan a diet? So it is not based on only carbohydrate, protein, fat, and micronutrients. I said consider like I have given you the list of ahara dravya which you are supposed to use to maintain liver health. Assess your patient's prakriti. Assess your patient's agni. Okay, assess their rogabala, agnibala, etc. Then see whether this particular food article is suitable for your patient or not. See whether you can give in what form you can give that particular food to your patient. Yes, your diet chart is done. Okay, and you can see few drugs over here. So guduchi, pipali as well as bhumyamalaki. Yes, so all these are said to be hepatoprotective basically. Like the theme itself is food is medicine, so you have to convert medicine into food. So there is no point in giving only directly guduchi as churna. No, okay, so you can add like in a certain part of Karnataka we have a preparation called as tambuli. So what we do is like we take either any leafy vegetables basically. So tambuli preparation can be made out of bhumyamalaki also, that can be made out of tender guduchi leaf also. You are supposed to take the leaves, you are supposed to just saute that in ghee, okay, and later you are supposed to grind it along with some coconut gratings. You can add little amount of either maricha or shunti to that, little amount of salt, and you are supposed to grind all these together. Okay, then you are supposed to add properly churned buttermilk, and at the end you are supposed to give a tadka. It's a very wholesome diet. Okay, so majorly in Grishma Ritu, you don't feel that you are supposed to eat some heavy or spicy meal. You don't want heavy or spicy meal basically in Grishma Ritu. You want to follow some soothing light diet. So these kind of tumbly preparations are very soothing. So you can just search in YouTube for more recipes, or else you can just put a mail. I'll be sending you more recipes regarding all this. And pipali, okay, so you can advise this as kshirapaka also. So try to infuse these medicines in your patient's diet. So that is very important. So don't give your patient medicine. So convert your medicine to a food and give them. Okay. So simple tumbli or simple chutney. Okay. So you can make chutney out of all these and you can give that to your patient. Hmm? You can ask them to infuse in buttermilk. So I just said that using of garlic as well as adraka is good for liver health. But how to give that? So you can just infuse adraka as well as lashuna in buttermilk, and you can give that to patient, isn't it? Yes. So you are supposed to think wisely, and you are supposed to bring modification in the diet. Okay. So at a single pace, don't change everything. Okay. So a patient comes to you and he's seeking a diet chart, or he is seeking a diet plan, or he is seeking diet advice. Don't change his whole diet chart completely. Okay, so just to see what good can be done. Start with minute changes, then he will trust you and he will come back to you again. So, in a single consultation itself, you said that don't do this, do this, do this, do that. They'll not come to you again. Okay, that's why start with some minimal changes. Yes. Okay, so thank you so much for bearing me for such a long time, and my wholehearted thank you for the Department of Roganidana. Thank you so much for the principal as well as all the administrative staffs also. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So I hope that this session was informative. So whatever information I could share in the stipulated time, I have tried to add. If you have any queries, if you feel that whatever Shruti madam has said right now is not right, or if it's a debate point, you are free to write a mail. So any queries are welcome. Any suggestions for improvement are also welcome. So do put a mail for tishyaholistic@gmail.com. So we'll have a good amount of discussion. Yeah, Tadvidya Sambhasha Buddhi Vardhananam, isn't it? So we will have a good amount of discussion. There is always a space for improvement, isn't it? Yeah. So finally ending up my presentation with Bhishajam Sadhavrittanam Bhadramagama Shalinam Abhyasta Karmanam Bhadram Bhadram Bhadra Vilashinam. Thank you so much. Dhanvantare Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste.
Now we are in the end of the session of this webinar Yakruta Amrutam. It's a great honor to propose vote of thanks on the occasion of this Yakruta Amrutam. A heartfelt gratitude to our management for their support. A heartfelt gratitude to our principal Dr. Leena Shukla ma'am for her guidelines. I would also like to express my gratitude to our chief guest Dr. Shruti ma'am taking time from her busy schedule and making this occasion as a successful. I would also like to thank our department, our fellow members, as well as I would also like to thank all the participants as well as the audience for today's function. Thank you one and all. It's a great successful of this Ekruta Amrutam. Thank you.